Hello guys, today we are going to learn about the Jenkins pipeline. How can we set up the Jenkins pipeline? So I'm sure you have heard about this Jenkins thing. So Jenkins is basically used for CI and CD, which is continuous integration and continuous deployment. So there are steps and stages in the Jenkins pipeline, which we are going to do it today. So before starting this tutorial, so you should have Docker installed on your system. So Docker download, install Docker. So you can download this file and install it on your system. So I have already installed Docker. As you can see, this is my Docker. So once you install the Docker, then open the PowerShell. And so basically, let me in this containers. Okay, so this is the Jenkins. So let me delete it first. Now in the PowerShell, you can basically write docker ps. Now you can see there is only one container running, which is different thing, but we want to download Jenkins and run the Docker container for Jenkins. Okay, so you can run this command docker run the -p. You can specify any port. So when you run this, it will download and install Jenkins and run the Jenkins in the Docker container. You can specify port according to your choice, and this is the Jenkins image. Enter. So it is going to download and install Jenkins on my system. It may take 2-3 minutes. Okay, so Jenkins is fully up and running. Wow. And yeah, Jenkins is fully up and running, right? So open Chrome, localhost 8080. You can see Jenkins is running now. You can sign into Jenkins. Username is admin, password is password. I'm signing in. So this is the pipeline which I set up, but I think I can remove this thing. Okay, I can delete pipeline. Yes. Now, once you log into Jenkins, which is localhost colon 8080, click on new item. So we are going to learn about the Jenkins pipeline, right? How can we set up? So let's learn Jenkins pipeline and set it as pipeline. Okay. So description, you can say uh, build Jenkins pipeline and run simple Python scripts. Python scripts are very easy, so I'm using Python here. But our agenda is how can we learn and build Jenkins pipeline. This is my main agenda. Okay, so this is pipeline script. Try hello world. So the first stage is basically, what is the first stage? Basically, we want to set up, or yeah, this is setup. So what we want to do? We want to create a GitHub repository first and pull the code in this Jenkins. So go to GitHub. Okay. So go to main. Now let's create a new repository. Let's write it as learn Jenkins with Python. Description also you can mention. Okay, make it as public repository, add a readme file and create repository. So repository is created. Let's add a file in this repository. File name main.py. Let's write a function here. Def add two numbers a comma b, return a plus b. Commit changes, commit changes. Let's create another file. Name it as test underscore main dot py. Commit changes. Oh, okay. Cross. Let's write some test here. Okay. So we can use PyTest. Hmm. So let's use ChatGPT. Write for PyTest for this code. Let's copy this file. Okay. Open this. Copy this code. Paste in ChatGPT. Hmm. Copy code. Uh, 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 Add a file. Test underscore main dot py. Okay. From main import everything. Commit changes. Now our repository is done. Let's copy the URL of this repository. Go to Jenkins. Now in the setup stage, we want to pull the code from this repository. So what we can do, there's a pipeline syntax here. Click over here. Now check out from version control. Repository URL is this thing. So our repository is public repository, so we don't need to specify credentials, right? Now branch is main branch. You can see main. Okay. Generate pipeline script. Now copy this line and paste it in this step. So this is our first step to basically check out the branch. Second stage is build. How can we build? We have already checked out. So we can build basically, this is our main.py. We just need to write Python 3 main.py. So what we can do, we can again go to pipeline syntax, shell script. What we want to do is Python 3 main.py, generate, this is our line, copy and paste it here. Okay, this is how we are going to build, but we want to ensure that Python 3 should already be installed in our Docker container, because Jenkins is running on localhost 8080, and you can see from here. So this is our Docker. So let's open PowerShell again. Docker PS. Jenkins is running here. Let's go inside it. This container ID. So we can run this command to go inside the container ID to open an interactive terminal with the Docker container as root. Container ID. Now we are inside that container, Jenkins container. Let's install Python inside it. apt-get update and apt-get install Python 3. Yes. So we have installed Python. Let's also install pip. So we have installed pip. Now we have installed pip. Okay. Let's also install this PyTest package. So by test we can do one thing, apt install python 3 hyphen pytest. Okay. PyTest is also getting installed in our container, Jenkins container. So PyTest is installed. Now these are our stages: setup, build. Let's write another stage which is test. For testing, again go to pipeline syntax, and this time I want to okay. So I just want to run the test. So what I can do, python 3 hyphen m pytest, right? Cross. Now basically we have created three stages: setup, build and test. Let's save these changes. Now do it build now. Build is running here. Oh, successful. In the first attempt, build is successful. So pipeline overview: setup, build, test. If we click test, four test cases are passed, right? We have written the four test case, you can see from here. We can write as many test cases as possible. Now let's go to this build and let's see what is happening here. We are running only python 3 main.py, that's it. In the setup, view as plain text, we are basically cloning the repository, this one, and it is successful. So basically we have set up the Jenkins pipeline with three stages. You can as many stages as possible. For example, setup, build, test, automation testing, syntax or pilot testing, formatting. Any stages you want, you can add in this Jenkins pipeline. So I hope you learn how can we set up Jenkins and Jenkins pipeline with stages like setup, build, and test. You can play around with these things, and yeah, it's a very beneficial tutorial, to the point tutorial. So please like and subscribe to my channel so that it will keep me motivated to upload such videos. Thank you. Bye.